One of the most profound and game-changing concepts I have found as a yoga teacher, and this is not because I have been taught by my yoga teacher, but I've actually just seen this in other people's body over the years as I'm teaching, is the hip placement in our warrior poses and a lot of our poses. Let me just show you this little anatomical skeleton I have here and talk about the hips. So the two big, like what I call the Mickey Mouse ears, are the ilium, and they're actually move in unison. When you turn left and you turn right, they both have to move in the same place because they're attached to this sacrum. And what holds the sacrum and the ilium together is this joint called the SI joint, the sacroiliac joint. So when you're turning your body in one direction, let me turn this guy around, and he's pretty fragile. He's been in the closet for quite a few years. But so when you're turning, let's say your front leg in a warrior two, you have to have that back hip turn forward, because they move together. So if you're trying to pry open the back hip while you're trying to turn your front hip to the front direction, it really causes strain on that SI joint. Because when you see your skeleton here, when you lift your leg to the side, it just only goes so far. It has to rotate through the joint, through that the femoral head. It rotates in order to open that leg out to the side. So let me just show you on a human body, mine, a warrior two, for instance. So the ilium bones are facing in the same direction. I turn them in one direction, they both go together. So as I set up warrior two, both of those big Mickey Mouse eared bones are facing in the same direction. Now keep in mind your back foot has to point in the same direction as that back hip as well, because your knee needs to go there. If I would turn my toes out, try to turn my hips in the other direction, you can feel that your knee is literally getting a torque. So turning your hips in the direction of your front leg and actually going a little wider front to back leg allows that hip to get really low, and you really feel the stability out of your hips in this pose, less work actually coming out of your legs. Then the element that is a twist in this pose is the upper body. So my hips are static, they're moving in the direction of my front leg. From the waist up, I open and twist, and that's where the pose comes from. I find when people are in a shorter stance in a warrior two and they try to bend their front knee, it actually feels more strain in my knee. I can't bend it anymore, and then this front thigh is really burning up. So try taking your legs wider apart, turning that back hip more forward than you're probably used to. That means you need to turn your back foot inward a little bit more. And then the twist comes by bringing your back shoulder and lining it up with your front shoulder. And there you have the pose. You can actually go into the pose deeper with less effort, and it feels more satisfying because your spine is aligned with the hip joints and you feel more stable moving in and out of the pose and transitions. I hope that helps.